welcome back. Today I'm going to be going through some new developments and some things with the MOC that I'm going to be changing around. Didn't like a few things, going to be implementing a few new things, and I just kind of got the pieces with which to do it. As you can see, I've got two relatively large flat rate boxes here, and they are from my favorite bricklink store, Bricks a Lot. I have here about $350 worth of bricks from the store. It's something like, if I remember correctly, it's about 250, 240 different lots of pieces, and it's about 7,500, just over 7,500, because the first box in one order was 3,500, and then the second one was exactly 4,000 pieces. And both of these packages were shipped in under 24 hours. The second one, the 4,000 piece shipment that Heather from Bricks Lotto sent me, I put that order in at 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern, and I get a notification on my phone before noon when I'm at work. Bricks Lotto has sent you a package. I was like, what? Okay. Well, a couple days later, here it is, and we are ready to get rocking and rolling on this MOC. So I'll give you guys a little taste of what we got. The first one that I got with this order over here was the Poe Dameron's X-Wing poly bag. And then the second one I got was this Sandcrawler poly bag. And I got a First Order TIE Fighter in the poly bag as well. Very nice. Got all those just extras for free. Very cool. So I got a whole bunch of these pieces. One high slopes, two high slopes, some three high slopes, as you can see right here. All kinds of support, two wide, two high slopes as well. Some support pieces on the inside there. I know the light's kind of playing with the bags. I'm shooting this on my porch. I don't really have like a studio to do this in, so I'm kind of backlit. I got all my lamps all around here so that you could actually see my face. I just got off work, so I look like a mess too. But some of these bigger bags, I mean, you can see just the volume of pieces is a lot. I mean, these boxes are packed, jammed, absolutely full. I cannot wait to get building on this. So episode 3 of the MOC update video, let's go. So here's the rub, ladies and germs. I'm really not happy right now with the way that the terrain looks on the MOC. I've decided, sitting down in front of it, that, you know, in a lot of places I didn't really know any better what I was doing. This is the first larger scale MOC that I've done ever since I stopped Lego building when I was like 13 years old. And there's a lot of techniques that I've learned over the course of making this MOC, which was kind of the whole point of the MOC to begin with, right? That I could have incorporated but didn't, and I feel like a lot of it is due to just laziness. I just don't want to do, you know, put in the work and do the extra to make this look good, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think if I'm going to display this, then it needs to be my best work. I need to be able to, and you know, who knows, in the future, or at the end of the day, I may change my mind and decide, you know, and cut some corners at the end to make sure that this whole deal is completed in time, right? But for right now, I think that this MOC could be better, and I think that there's a couple of ways that I can make that happen, and I'm going to explore those with you today. So as you can see, I've pretty much removed, I moved this tree over for now. This is just temporary. And as you can see, I've pretty much removed all of the grass. That's all over here now. The modular grass pieces that I made. I just didn't think that this was full enough. It's, you know, you put it down and it looks like grass, but it's like at the same time I can see right through it. I don't like how when you look down from the top, you can see like the bottom of the of the landscape right here. It might not be, you know, coming across as well over a camera, but if I'm going to be displaying this, and sure, I'm going to be displaying this from a couple of feet away, but I want it to look more real. There are better techniques that I could be using in order to make this feel more full, in order to make it feel better. And this whole situation over here, where I've got like 6 different, you know, shades of colors that are all just kind of like thrown together on these areas of the terrain over here, I just don't like that. I'm going to definitely be removing all these little caramel tile pieces, which, you know, when I started making this MOC, I also barely had enough pieces to do it. I mean, I was going, you know, I ran out of pieces on the sides here, and I had to like go to the Lego store and get, you know, just whatever colors of 2x4 bricks that they had in order to fill the bottom of this, you know, MOC out and give it some depth and whatnot. But now I have the pieces. I have, you know, everything that I need in order to make this MOC the best that it can be, and so I intend to do so. Here I'm going to go ahead and do some work deconstructing the surface so that I can reconstruct it in a way that hopefully looks better. So let's go ahead and get into it. Unfortunately, this kind of thing takes a long time. Hours, usually. I think it took me about 5 in total, just to remove all the little pieces on the terrain and plan out how I was going to go about resurfacing it. But prototyping always takes the most time, so putting in the time has been good for the MOC though, and even better for me as a builder. I started this diorama, as I said, as a way for me to cut my teeth and learn new techniques, you know, prototyping as I go along. But as my collection has grown, and it has grown significantly since I started, I mean, literally doubled, tripled, quadrupled, I have the tools and the figures now to make the difference between mediocre and something really display worthy, something I'm proud to show off. But as of right now, my focus is to make the foliage part of the terrain feel alive and vibrant instead of just one-dimensional with, you know, single and maybe 1 or 2 building techniques here or there. I'll be fleshing out the pathway down the middle and adding some large stones as well as some mossy rocks and whatnot, but that'll all come in the next clip. I have a few ideas as to what to do with the remaining unfinished space once the terrain is properly resurfaced, but that'll have to come in part 4. Alright guys, quick update real quick on the MOC. It's late night, I believe. It's the 21st right now, and we just got, I'll show you in the background here, on the floor, 1, 2, and then 3 big flat rate boxes. I believe I showed off a little bit the first 2 from the Brixolotl store a little while ago in another clip. It's hard to keep straight. I've been, you know, working on the MOC a lot the last couple days, and it's about 15,750 pieces, something like that we just got. I mean, it's kind of crazy, and from the pan around that I just did, I'm sure you can see that it's just a mess in here. I got all kinds of bins and everything out, but we'll go ahead and flip the camera around real quick and show you what I'm doing. So when I decided to display this, I noticed that this is way too big. All 4 of these sections is way too big to like fit in my car. I did some measuring and everything in a way that's going to make sense, but I can get some containers to have just one
out of the 4. And, you know, of course, I've been online, you know, as you do. I've been watching the interwebs and how other people display their MOCs, and they split these up to be modular into just one section at a time. So that's what I decided to do. So as you can see, I've kind of torn up a little bit of the terraining and the trench right here, but luckily for me, I mean, this line runs all the way back right there, which means that this building and this section is all one section of the MOC. This terrain section right here is all one section of the MOC, and then this path right here with this little hill right here that I haven't detailed yet are all one section of the MOC. I've also decided that this version of the terrain detailing that you can see over here with the modular grass and everything, I'm not going to continue doing, and instead I'm going to be detailing in this fashion over here. Built myself like a little rock, you know, some other different kinds of detailing techniques on this side. As you can see, it's kind of torn up right now, but we're going to get that finished soon, and I have redone the path here to look much better in my opinion, and this is display worthy. The old one was alright, but this one just kind of pops a little bit more. I think it looks a lot better than the old one next to this style of terrain detailing with the leaves and stuff like that, giving it 3 distinct different shades of green and making it look a lot more full. So that's our little update for right now. So, as you can see, we're really getting somewhere now with this terrain, and I couldn't be happier with how it's turning out. All the different little trees and bushes and grass really come together, and it feels alive. The border of the foliage area is done in dark tan now for contrast to the regular tan, instead of just a mishmash of random colors and pieces as it was before. And I think it looks much cleaner and more vibrant. On the right side of the path, I've put in a small pond and plenty of stones for color, so that all blends together well with the path. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for sharing this journey with me and watching the crystallization of hundreds of hours of my work here. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you guys in part 4.